Enter Surface and Servant. Surface. Mr. Stanley. And why should you think I would see him? You must know he came to ask something. Servant. Sir, I shouldn't have let him in, but that Mr. Rowley came to the door with him. Surface. Shab a blockhead to suppose that I should now be in a temper to receive visits from poor relations. Well, why don't you show the fellow up? Servant. I will serve. Why, sir, it was not my fault that Sir Peter discovered my lady. Surface. Go, fool. Exit servant. Sure, fortune never played a man of my policy such a trick before. My character with Sir Peter, my hopes with Maria, destroyed in a moment. I'm in a rare humor to listen to other people's distresses. I shan't be able to bestow even a benevolent sentiment on Stanley, so... Here, he comes and Rowley with him. I must try to recover myself, and put a little charity into my face however. Exit. Enter Sir Oliver and Rowley. Sir Oliver. What? Does he avoid us? That was he, was it not? Rowley. It was, sir, but I doubt you are come a little too abruptly. His nerves are so weak that the sight of a poor relation may be too much for him. I should have gone first to break you to him. Sir Oliver. A plague of his nerves, yet this is he whom Sir Peter extols as a man of the most benevolent way of thinking. Rowley. As to his way of thinking, I can't pretend to decide, for, to do him justice, he appears to have as much speculative benevolence as any private gentleman in the kingdom, though he is seldom so sensual as to indulge himself in the exercise of it. Sir Oliver. Yet, he has a string of charitable sentiments, I suppose, at his fingers' ends. Rowley. Or, rather at his tongue's end, Sir Oliver, for I believe there is no sentiment he has more faith in than that charity begins at home. Sir Oliver. And his, I presume, is of that domestic sort which never stirs abroad at all. Rowley. I doubt you'll find it so, but he's coming. I mustn't seem to interrupt you, and you know immediately, as you leave him, I come in to announce your arrival in your real character. Sir Oliver. True, and afterwards you'll meet me at Sir Peter's. Rowley. Without losing a moment. Exit. Sir Oliver. So, I see he has premeditated a denial by the complacence of his features. Enter Surface. Surface. Sir, I beg you 10,000 pardons for keeping you a moment waiting, Mr. Stanley, I presume. Sir Oliver. At your service. Surface. Sir, I beg you will do me the honor to sit down, I entreat you, sir. Sir Oliver. Dear sir, there's no occasion, too civil by half. Surface. I have not the pleasure of knowing you, Mr. Stanley, but I am extremely happy to see you look so well. You were nearly related to my mother, I think, Mr. Stanley. Sir Oliver. I was, sir, so nearly that my present poverty I fear may do discredit to her wealthy children, else I should not have presumed to trouble you. Surface. Dear sir, there needs no apology. He that is in distress, though a stranger, has a right to claim kindred with the wealthy. I am sure I wish I was of that class, and had it in my power to offer you even a small relief. Sir Oliver. If your uncle, Sir Oliver, were here, I should have a friend. Surface. I wish he was, sir, with all my heart. You should not want an advocate with him, believe me, sir. Sir Oliver. I should not need one, my distresses would recommend me. But I imagined his bounty had enabled you to become the agent of his charity. Surface. My dear sir, you are strangely misinformed. Sir Oliver is a worthy man, a very worthy sort of man, but avarice, Mr. Stanley, is the vice of age. I will tell you, my good sir, in confidence, what he has done for me has been a mere nothing, winky face, though people I know have thought otherwise, and for my part one never chose to contradict the report. Sir Oliver. What, has he never transmitted you bullion, rupees, pagodas? Surface. Oh dear sir, nothing of the kind. No, a few presents now and then, china, shawls, Kangoti, Avadavats and Indian crackers, little more, believe me. Sir Oliver. Here's gratitude for £12,000, Avadavats and Indian crackers. Surface. Then, my dear sir, you have heard, I doubt not, of the extravagance of my brother. Sir, there are very few would credit what I have done for that unfortunate young man. Sir Oliver. Not I for one. Surface. The sums I have lent him. Indeed, I have been exceedingly to blame. It was an amiable weakness. However, I don't pretend to defend it, and now I feel it doubly culpable, since it has deprived me of the power of serving you, Mr. Stanley, as my heart directs. Sir Oliver. Dissembler. Then, sir, you cannot assist me? Surface. At present it grieves me to say I cannot, but whenever I have the ability, you may depend upon hearing from me. Sir Oliver. I am extremely sorry. Surface. Not more than I am, believe me. To pity without the power to relieve is still more painful than to ask and be denied. Sir Oliver. Kind sir, your most obedient humble servant. Surface. You leave me deeply affected, Mr. Stanley. William, be ready to open the door. Sir Oliver. Oh, dear sir, no ceremony. Surface. You're very obedient. Sir Oliver. You're most obsequious. Surface. You may depend on hearing from me whenever I can be of service. Sir Oliver. Sweet sir, you are too good. Surface. In the meantime, I wish you health and spirits. Sir Oliver. Your ever grateful and perpetual humble servant. Surface. Sir, yours as sincerely. Sir Oliver. Charles, you are my heir. Exit. Surface. So, this is one bad effect of a good character. It invites applications from the unfortunate, and there needs no small degree of address to gain the reputation of benevolence without incurring the expense. The silver or of pure charity is an expensive article in the catalogue of a man's good qualities, whereas the sentimental French plate I use instead of it makes just as good a shoe, and pays no tax. Enter Rowley. Rowley. Mr. Surface, your servant. I was apprehensive of interrupting you, though my business demands immediate attention, as this note will inform you. Surface. Always happy to see Mr. Rowley. How Oliver, Surface, my uncle arrived. Rowley. He is indeed. We have just parted, quite well, after a speedy voyage, and impatient to embrace his worthy nephew. Surface. I am astonished, William. Stop, Mr. Stanley, if he's not gone. Rowley. Oh, he's out of reach, I believe. Surface. Why didn't you let me know this when you came in together? Rowley. I thought you had particular business, but must be gone to inform your brother, and appoint him here to meet his uncle. He will be with you in a quarter of an hour. Surface. So he says. Well, I am strangely overjoyed at his coming. Never to be sure was anything so damned unlucky. Rowley. You will be delighted to see how well he looks. Surface. Oh, I'm rejoiced to hear it just at this time. Rowley. I'll tell him how impatiently you expect him. Surface. Do pray, give my best duty and affection. Indeed, I cannot express the sensations I feel at the thought of seeing him. Certainly his coming just at this time is the cruelest piece of ill fortune. Exeunt.